How's everybody doing today? As I was saying, Josephine has to talk for everyone. Or not.
Where did everybody go?
There you go.
I'm fine.
Wonderful.
All right. Onan. Props out to Andy today. She closed my refinance on my house in a seamless transaction.
What's your rate? What's the rate?
What's the rate today? My rate.
Oh, what's your rate?
My rate is 3. I came in late to the game.
Nice. 3's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not complaining. Yeah, it was, here I measure the experience that my wife had a great experience, right? And so, like my mother-in-law, if a vendor or a service provider gets my mother-in-law's recommendation, they're good, right? They are good. They've earned it. Same with my wife.
Have to keep mother-in-law happy.
She's happy. It's done.
I appreciate that, Joey. Thank you.
My pleasure. I appreciate it. How is, all right, let's, do we want to start with, Jeff Mandel's here. He always catches me in the weirdest moments. Is what it comes down to. I missed Narlo. I haven't seen him in so long. I'm the worst at timing. All right, let's start with where we always start. And it's a place of gratitude, acknowledgement of, tell me something good, right? I like the rock and roll vibe that the graphic has now. It's very drop the mic kind of vibe, right? Tell me something good, you guys. What's going on? Again, real estate related, non-real estate related. It's
I want to say something good.
Mary Kay, go ahead.
So we just became a CAR approved and endorsed company. CAR was not involved with inspections. They didn't have that. They just started after realizing that the state is not controlling this business whatsoever. They have been working on this for a year now to make inspection companies CAR approved. So the way it works is that they do a background check. They did the background, not only inspection background check, they also background check of what we've done in our lives. So they did a background check on me, on my husband, Alex, all our inspectors, and asked for insurance and anything that the state doesn't require. From
Standard, right?
Yeah, from insurance, from certifications, from experience, from workman's comp, and we are on that list. We got approved with shining colors, stars.
Congratulations, and well deserved.
So what happens is that when you're on your zip forms, I guess, if you are looking for an inspection company, you can go in there and find.
Oh, you're in the drop down.
Yeah, I'm in the drop down. Yes.
Excellent. Congratulations, Mary. That's a great accomplishment.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Again, well deserved.
Because of all of you. You've made me a star. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's very sweet.
I appreciate that.
All right. Anybody else? Tell me something good. Bring it.
Well, I'll say something. I got a call today, like around, a little bit before a 9 a.m. meeting from an Ed Merrill.
Morel?
Yeah, I think that's his name. And he wanted just to say hi to everybody in the office. So if anybody knows him, I'm not sure, but if anybody knows him, Ed says hi.
I think he's got a little FOMO. He called me yesterday also.
So yeah, so it was good. He's having a great time. For him, it's a whole shift too, and it's a challenge.
Yeah.
And so he's digging it. They're actually remodeling his place, and he's trying to work while they're remodeling. So that's part of the challenge.
Mhm.
But something good was yesterday for me. I popped in the office and was able just to collaborate with Joey and Cameron. And Cameron, thank you so much. And Brian too. I mean, you guys are just godsends. And got to meet Angela, and that was just a lot of fun. And, it's just great being in the office again. We have a great office. We have a great culture, something very unique, and there's just something about being in there. So I'm grateful for that, and that was something really good for me yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday felt like, was that yesterday I saw you dragging it also? Or was that the day before?
Where? Oh, yesterday.
That was yesterday. Yesterday felt like an old school day in the office. There were a lot of people in and out. Of course, everybody was wearing masks and socially distanced still, but there was a lot of energy in the office. It was really fun, and I believe the staff is all, well, I think Angela has one more shot to go, but everybody else is fully vaccinated, and we're getting there, right? It feels it was really nice to have all that energy in the office and people coming and going, and it's been a really great a great month on top of it. So it's very exciting. I just got numbers from Brian, just as an update. It's not even the end of month, right? It's where we at? We're the 28th. We still have, probably about three or so more days. But we closed 76 units this month so far, right? $69 million of volume, which is absolutely, just on par for excellence, for sure. It was really, it's really been a great journey. Just to have some perspective, for newer people who are getting into real estate, being surrounded by a productive office is really an advantage to you, right? You want to leverage and be leveraged, and so these numbers represent not just the top agents doing business, but agents of every level participating. I mean, it was really great to see names on the sale board last week and this week of people that are growing their businesses or starting their businesses, and it's really it's the greatest fulfillment to think that we are that this team that we have here is aiding in everyone's success. It's really it's really a great feeling. Yeah, and so congratulations, you guys. 76 units, which I'm sure will go over 80. I predict probably about 85 units or so. We'll probably cut off the month since it's going so well. 85 units, and we'll do over 70 million, probably like 73 to 75 million dollars worth of production. We started, Pete, Brian didn't add in the numbers that we talked about this morning. Brian didn't add in yesterday's haul, and yesterday was kind of a culmination of a few days that Brian had been out of the office. So it popped up, another 10 units, I'm sorry, more than 10 units. We were at 59 units, so it's 76 units and another 10 or 15 million in volume. Yep. Excellent, 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 excellent. Yay. All right, so let's get this party started, right? What do we have next, Cam? Oh, events for this week. All right. Rob, there was a Saturday night live skit. I think Al Franken used to do it, and it was it was like
Daily affirmations.
daily affirmations. I was going to say deep thoughts is what it was.
There was also
But-
deep thoughts too.
Yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting from the graphic. But the 9 a.m. call is on fire and better than ever. Information, participation, jump on in, right? What do you got to say, Rob?
No, exactly what you said. It's been great. We've had, mornings where we've shared also some golden nuggets. The great thing is the other morning, all of a sudden, somebody shared something about escalating clauses. So I asked the two very experienced agents to just expound on that for some of the newer agents on the call, and everybody learned something.
Yep.
So it's one of those that it starts your day. It's just a positive vibe. It's a great community, but it also has some golden nuggets in there for you too.
Oh yeah, that's the whole idea. All right, you can always learn something on that morning call. It's not always what you.
What was the stance on escalation clauses?
Well, I think he was just they were just telling them what the escalation clause was. Pete and I have a stance on escalation clauses. You still have the same stance. My stance is
I
discourage them all.
in my first counter offer, I counter out escalation clauses because my experience is that if there isn't an escalation clause, people will go to the top of their comfort zone. If there's an escalation clause allowed, then they'll hold back safely up to their limit, but they may not have to go there. And then it also sets up for ethics issues. If I'm the buyer's agent, the first thing I do prior to my countering is I call the agent and say, are you allowing escalation clauses? What's the stance? And at least get some clarity. And if I'm going to compete and they're not doing anything in disallowing them, then I'm going to fight. I think it's fighting dirty, but I'll fight dirty.
Yeah, you have to know what field you're playing on for sure.
Yeah.
Right. But I highly and the way I believe, I'll speak for Pete a little bit. I believe the way Pete handles it is he doesn't make that decision for his seller. He has that conversation with his seller and explains to them why he believes that accepting escalation clauses doesn't help them in the end. Right. And so he gets the buy-in from the sellers as well, right, Pete?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But having that conversation before offers get sent in or before you set that up is the way to go. And it creates a more level playing field, and you get to where you get to the same place. Believe me, you get to the same place. There's no advantage in accepting escalation clauses. And so
I'll just say, like, from buyer's perspective, when I'm representing buyers, I obviously always make sure that whatever they're offering, they're comfortable with, but I believe in their mind, they like the escalation clause just because, like, if they don't have to spend the top of where they're willing to go, they would rather, see if there is an opportunity to spend a little bit more than,
right.
less and more.
We don't lose it, and we don't have to pay the top of what we would pay. It's a sliding scale of some sort.
Yeah.
And again, in theory, it sounds great in a vacuum, but in application, it really does offer challenges. How about so you know, like to Pete's point, you know, from the buyer side, he calls and says, are you accepting escalation clauses? Number one, right? So he knows what playing field he's playing on. Yeah, I get it. It's a slippery slope, especially when you get 2 escalation clauses or more. How about if everybody responds with an escalation clause?
Well, then you cancel them out.
Yeah. That would get not fun real quick. Okay. Month of May, listing initiative every day. Rob, is this something you're going to speak to?
Yes, this is for everybody in coaching. This is something Sonia and I have talked about. And so for those people in coaching, you'll get like just a game plan every single week of what you can do to promote your business and to get listings. So, and it's kind of all spelled out for you, including, you know, graphics and that kind of thing that you may use.
Great. Statistics, which are talking points, social media posts, email conversations, scripts to talk to your clients with. It's focused on listings, the whole month of May. Great. Thanks, Rob. That's great.
Sure.
All right, April 7th through 21st, Ignite 2.0, followed by Sonia. Enter to win a Grubhub. What's the deal with this?
And these 2 special ones, sorry, there's a typo. It should be May.
Okay.
But on these 2 days, we've got Ignite, which has just been fantastic. We kicked that off at the beginning of the week, and it's just been a lot of energy. Really great for anybody who's just starting off in real estate. It's really great to get your bearings, kind of get the basics. The thing I love about how we teach Ignite is we have different people from the office come in and teach. So you get different perspectives. You kind of get a different flavor. We have so many successful people in our office who are just doing phenomenal jobs, and yet they're all very different, and their businesses are different, and how they approach things are different. So it allows you to get the insights from leaders in the industry of how they're doing it, and, you know, kind of get that perspective. And also for anybody who's just been in real estate for a while, it's also just a great way just to kind of gain and glean from that. And it's just been a really good experience. On these special days, what we have planned is later, a little bit about 20 to 45 minutes afterwards, we have a special presentation with Sonia. One of them is talking about like the DISC personality. And if you were to sign up for both, and more details of that were to come, you can be entered into a drawing where you get a Grubhub certificate. So the idea is you get to go to Ignite, then KW might be able to treat you to lunch, and then you get to go to the special presentation by Sonia.
I love it. It's a old school, used to have the label lunch and learn.
Right.
Boom. Excellent. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rob.
Tracy was asking about, is only people allowed to have that in coaching? Not for this special thing. It's open to everyone.
There you go. Excellent. Yeah, and Ignite is open. Ignite is open to everyone.
Rob, I meant the listing scripts thing, not this.
Yeah.
That's for people in coaching. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, only coaching?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Cameron. Oh, I'm sorry. I believe Angela's in charge, right? Is that correct? Upcoming classes. Scott Leroy. Can't speak about him highly enough. Monday through Friday, he is available personally from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every morning. Every morning, Monday through Friday. He's there to answer questions and to help you take things apart, right? Solve the problems. Also, we missed, well, that's over, Cam, I believe, right? What's today's date? Is the 28th. So we no longer need to discuss the masterminds that happened last week. Then also, am I missing something here? This says 4/22. Today is the 28th.
Yeah, Ben already had that.
Okay, that's what I thought. There you go. But Ignite, Tiffany will not be teaching this Ignite class because she has a conflict, but someone of equal stature will be jumping in for her. Is that correct? Yeah. And that's lead generation is the core of your business that's tomorrow, right? And then on Friday, Rob will be teaching powerful language gets result. And this is a great one for Rob to teach because Rob's done Toastmasters and lots of different programs to aid in his language skills. Right?
I love teaching this class. I love the idea of how you phrase things and how you word things to clients just really makes a big difference. Even if the photo in there is slightly retouched. That's okay.
Well, it doesn't, it's in no conflict to the purposefulness of your conversation.
No.
Right? All right, what do you got next? The color of law. Anybody who's interested, May 13th at 1 p.m. This is something that the region's putting on. Richard Rothstein wrote this book about how the government and local municipalities over the years have leaned towards basically racist urban planning, right, is what it comes down to. Where money went and how money was spent and who it was spent on to develop the urban maps that we have today. It's an incredibly interesting subject, and don't that picture, don't be discouraged by that picture. Richard is incredibly compelling. There's some YouTube videos that talk about it, where he talks about his book. They are, if you spend 10 minutes with that YouTube video, you will be like, wowed. And so he's going to be talking for an hour on May 13th, brought to you by the region, actually brought to you by, Forward Living. But you do have to register for it. And that link is in the daily update every day. Go for it. Highly recommend it. All right, we got some new agents, Lauren Green and Chidi. Chidi, I know, is here. I don't know if Lauren is here, but welcome them to our office. Chidi, if you're here, speak up and say hi if you can, or Lauren also, if either of you are here, by all means, say hello. If not, everybody welcome them when you have the opportunity, when you see them next. Red Day, we are getting closer. We are on I guess an 8-day, 16 days away from Red Day. Cam, what's the update? We've exceeded our original goal already.
Yes. So we are at 3,600 now, so we're doing great. It's awesome. Right now, we still obviously want to take as many donations as possible. Although we might not hit, the 6K for 2.
Oh, we're gonna hit that. We're
gonna be off that. Okay. If we're not, it's okay though, because that money can be spent towards, housing, like beds, pillows, all the essentials needed to fully stock a house. Anything extra can go towards that.
It won't go to waste. That's for sure.
Nothing goes to waste. So either way, we're helping out. It's awesome. But I wanted to thank everyone for at least getting us to our benchmark goal. I know with COVID, it's obviously hard to group together and try to donate. So it's awesome that everyone has been able to really, contribute. So thank you for all the social media posts that everyone has done. Thank you for anyone who has donated. Just thank you for everyone's effort for this. It's dope. So thank you.
Agreed. Yeah. But use it in your marketing to define you. This is, you could take off, you can put your own logo on there. You can personalize it in any way, shape, or form, but all you do is put the link on there, back to it. you know, squeeze any vendors that you use, get them to donate. Really, you know, this is an opportunity to, I feel like it's something really significant. You could change the lives of two families or four people, or, you know, in a really significant way, and give them the opportunity to transition back into the, you know, into a non-homeless environment, is what it comes down to, right? So thank you. We're going to get to that 6,000, no problem. We have 2 weeks plus to do it, and I have all the faith that you guys will get that accomplished. We will get it accomplished, right? Yay. All right, core services, Andy. How you doing, Andy?
Hi, everybody. I'm sitting in the school pickup line.
I love it. In the
couple
pickup line? What time is it? 12 o'clock? Half day?
If only I was so lucky. Bridger, my 10-year-old, is only back at school for 3 hours a day. So it's a little bit of an extra hustle, but it's good. He's glad to be back. So whatever it takes. Really quick, I wanted to just touch on the slippery slope of escalation clauses. And along the same lines, I've been seeing a lot of contracts that come across, especially when appraisals are being wavered and people are throwing out exact numbers of amounts that buyers are willing to cover up to in terms of discrepancy. So for instance, if your buyer is willing to cover up to a $50,000 discrepancy, I'm seeing those things come across on purchase contracts.
Wow.
Just a little food for thought here, you guys. Appraisers get those contracts. So the more detail or doubt you put in that contract on a questionable value,
wow,
that appraiser is going to see the contract and any subsequent counter offers. So be mindful of that. I don't suggest putting in an exact dollar amount. I feel like it gives, I don't want to say an excuse for the appraiser, but it certainly raises an eyebrow. If you're already questioning value, to put it in writing is another level. If there is question on value, I would just say be as prepared as you possibly can with actual comps and properties that are close and nearby to the property, and true comps. I've seen a couple of appraisals come in and people trying to fight them and submit rebuttals and things like that, and not actually supplying true comps. So just, I would say, do the extra due diligence, meet the appraiser, provide all the information, do a breakdown on, they are accounting for market conditions. If the most recent available comp is from December, appraisers are actually adjusting for market conditions. So just provide as much detail as possible and just be really cautious when you're putting in an exact dollar amount in terms of discrepancy. So that's it.
That makes sense. I didn't, to be honest with you here, I've been in this business a long time. I didn't know that the appraisers got the contract. I thought
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they do. And every loan is different. And an FHA appraisal is different than a VA appraisal. An FHA appraisal is different than a conventional appraisal.
Yeah.
A jumbo appraisal is different. So they're looking at the contract to make sure that it's a non-arm's length transaction, that there's nothing funky going on, that, there's proper representation, everything's on the up and up.
Appraisers looking at that?
They're looking at the contract, absolutely, to make
Wow.
sure they're checking sales price, they're checking list time and data, and obviously they're checking the MLS. So just be aware of that. And I don't know, I've heard of some agents that know that and some don't. So if you're on the buy side and you're submitting an offer on, to the list side, also make them aware of that, because you can get yourself in a real pickle if you're raising doubt with the appraiser from the get-go. So
Andy,
yeah,
I have just one question. Is 6 months still an acceptable time period to go back for comps, or is it too late? Is it just 3 months or less, or is it still 6 months?
6 months is is the norm. The tough part is that 6 months ago, the market was completely different. So
Yeah.
again, that's where the adjustments and stuff are coming in. That's where appraisers are accounting for increased market conditions and sales prices. I mean, just for instance, I just had a condo that is actually closing. There was a model match condo that was completely underpriced and sold in March. So a month ago, it closed. Turns out the list side double-ended the deal. They took an all-cash offer, and that was the reason that it was so underpriced. The agent came into it, we were worried about it. We were worried about the appraisal and so forth, because a model match in a condo building is a tough argument if you're talking about a $75,000 price difference. So the agent went in with all the information, provided additional comps, you know, all of that. And luckily the appraiser was completely understanding, ended up talking to the other listing agent on the condo that was underpriced and undersold, and got all the information, and the appraisal was fine. So long answer to your question, 6 months is fine. Obviously anything newer is going to be better, but the appraisers are going to make adjustments for time, for market, all of those things. But I would just say show up with as much information as you can.
Great. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Raha, what's going on? I think you're next.
Hi, yes, sorry, it's a little loud where I am, but I hope you guys can hear me.
Yep.
Cameron, do we have that slide? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so we have mentioned previously about this new advisory that is the contingent free offer advisory. So anytime your buyers are writing an offer with no contingencies, we recommend that you guys have your clients sign this. This is going to be in the shared drive. We are also working on updating all the other KW Largemont disclosures. So once those are ready to go, we'll announce that as well, and they'll be available in the drive. But this is currently available and yes, shared. Thank you, Cameron.
Excellent. Yes, this is to be used. This is, all right, number one is, this is a disclosure, right? A disclosure is not a contractual agreement. It's saying, hey, I just want you to know this information. I'm disclosing this information to you. You know, sometimes this doesn't need to be signed by the other side. But some of the disclosures do need to be signed by the other side, or we're asking that they be signed by the other side. And oftentimes they don't want to, right? There's a couple things in that. Number one is I put it in the purchase agreement in other terms. I always put Keller Williams addendums. So if they're agreeing to the contract, they're agreeing to the Keller Williams addendums and receiving them and signing them, right? So there's that. It's a little tricky, but it suffices. The other thing, when you run up, and Raha will probably not like this too much, and absolutely, should I even say it? Yeah, I'll say it. But it is not a, this is not a fail safe. It's just the actuality of it. I don't want you to not try and get them signed because I'm about to say that. And this is, they need to receive them. Okay. If they don't want to sign them, they could just acknowledge that they were received. And that is you doing your job, because you're delivering those, you're disclosing that information. Whether they sign the document to acknowledge the receipt of it is a moot point at that point, if they acknowledge that they've received them. Okay. Some investors get a little squirrely, some trust attorneys and such. It's okay.
Just to add to that note, if they do not want to sign, please remember to just upload the email where they state that in your file, just so we have a paper trail.
All that you just say, this email is to commemorate the receipt of this information. Correct. And they'll please respond, and you just want them to respond yes. or okay, or received. And that will suffice in the absence of signatures.
Thank you, Joey.
But the objective is to get the signatures.
Yes,
All right.
please. Thank you.
Please and thank you. And again, it's not a contractual agreement. It's just saying we just want to acknowledge that we've given you this information. And then in this particular case, it's outlining that by choosing to not have any contingencies, you are relinquishing your ability to quit and not have your earnest money in jeopardy. Nothing has changed with the PED nor the CDC, to my understanding, Charlotte. Charlotte was asking if there are any updates. I have not seen anything from the DRE or CAR changing the necessity for PED and or the ability to do open houses or the CDC regulations surrounding those open houses. Yes, this is if all the contingencies are removed, right? If you're doing a contingency-free offer. And again, this is the buyer side conversation. It doesn't need to go to the seller. All right. Next is Ben. How you doing, Ben?
Hey guys, good. Good morning. Good morning, Joey. Just real quickly, we all know the market's on fire. It's no secret, right? I track expireds for Orange County and LA County, and there were 50 or 60 at most this whole week alone, every single day. So ultimately, there is that market is or homes are being sold, at a very high clip. Just some ideas for you guys for marketing stuff. If you guys, I know I brought this up before, but again, Breakthrough Broker is a free source. I know there's Michael Lewis, Scott Leroy that you guys utilize too, but this report is another one. But again, Breakthrough Broker is free. It has templates for marketing, print marketing, social media marketing, lead generation tactics and whatnot. So give that a shot. Paul Morris was actually featured in one of the discussions there. So we know that it's at least there's some legitimacy to it. So check it out. I'll type it into the chat the address for that.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to all of these like add-ons, it's really a search for what works for you. Okay, if Michael Lewis works for you, if Forward Living Design works for you, if Command works for you, and if Ven's add-on works for you, please, it's whatever works. But you want to have something, right? And you want to find imagery or marketing that fits your brand. So thank you, Ben.
Absolutely.
That's a great opportunity. Thank you. Next is Agent Happenings. All right. Again, I think we need some theme song there. Oh, Tracy capped out. Congratulations, Tracy. Tracy is now capped and she's very excited about it. I love this picture of you, Tracy. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. That's exciting. I'm
Yeah,
glad you
it
found
is.
that picture. I know there's plenty out there that are not as flattering.
Good one. The staff it has an aesthetic eye. They're gonna try to find your best photo, and they
I love it. And thank you so much. I gotta say, everyone says it, but truly it is being a part of a team. And a huge shout out to Raha, because the last deal we did together, I think, took a few years off of both of our lives. So I appreciate that. And Cameron has been super helpful. He's a great addition to our office. And I really want to thank Brian, because right now Brian is kind of going above and beyond tracking down somebody so we can get paid. So I really appreciate that.
We'll track him down.
I just want to reiterate, especially to the newer agents, it really, really is important who you have, who has your back and who your team is. And even though we don't see each other all the time, and, you know, I work mostly from my car and from the desk I share with my husband. But at the end of the day, I have an office, and my office is my team, my friends, my colleagues, and everyone is there to support us. So you guys are in a good office if you're new, and everyone who's already there, you guys know the drill. Thank you.
Tracy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what do we have next? Oh, birthdays. Well, today is Rob Marin's. Yesterday was Chuck's, who I saw on here. Happy birthday to you both. Also, Susie and Manu have birthdays this week also. Do we want to sing happy birthday to Rob? Is that something that we can do as a group? Who's got the best singing voice in here beside Rob?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
you. Happy birthday, dear Rob.
La, la, la.
Dear handsome and amazing Rob.
Happy birthday, Rob. I've been on several of these birthday Zoom calls, and the syncing is always bad, right? You got 20 people singing at different tempos and stuff, but happy birthday. Thank you for being you, Rob.
Well, thank you. The singing is memorable.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for all the well wishes. It's been Tracy said it, you know, it's an incredible office, and the support and just the camaraderie is just absolutely amazing. So thank you.
I agree. Yeah, and happy belated birthday to Chuck was yesterday.
Yay.
I don't know, he was on there, but I missed him. All right, what else do we have? Woo! Closed escrows, right? I mean, those numbers have to come from somewhere. Sabine, Pete, Joseph Lee, congratulations. Tracy, Ann, Bates Hennington, Laura Anderson, Pete again, Paul Yu, Christina, Tiffany Park, Marissa Trinquilli, Peter O, David Lubell and Craig, Will Hayworth, Christina Kim. Congratulations. That's a great week in real estate, you guys. And I'm sure there's more closed escrows. Christina, Pete, Sabine, Red, Day Young Her, Heidi Davis, Charlotte, congratulations. Chloe Kim, Laura and Maury, and also Tiffany. Congratulations, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bam, bam, bam. New escrows. Charlotte, congratulations. Judy Lee on Norton, Monique Caulfield, Eileen, congratulations.
That's a closing, sorry.
What do you call that? Win Cup?
Win Coop, but it closed a week ago.
Oh, it closed.
Yeah.
All right.
Benton did too.
Which did?
Benton, that was a close, not a new.
Hey, geez. All right. Pete Bonacore, Heidi Davis, Christina Kim, Josh Mendoza, and Antron all have some new escrows, hopefully, and there will be more.
Christina Kim, they were both on that one together. Oh, there it is.
This is yours, Myrtle.
It's the same address. Yeah.
Oh, all right. We'll have to work through that. Rob, Heidi, Josh Mendoza with a couple more, Ian Cherney, and Marissa Trinquilli on San Miguel Road. All right, we'll have to make sure we know where that information's coming from. We're working it out again. Closed leases. Howard and Duran Lewis. An had a few, and Christina Kim. Congratulations on those closed leases, guys. Some new listings. The Woodward team on 329 North Macadam, a beauty. 5 beds, 3.5 baths, 3,200 square feet for just under $10,000 per month. It's gorge. Also, Steve Senegram on Charleston Way. Oh, I think I remember when he sold this. About a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,165 square feet at $9,750 per month. Myron has a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and that is 600 square feet for 2,100. Al Sanderson has a property on Mara, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,244 square feet in Ventura for $620,000. Beach bungalow. Lena Deniroff has this beautiful unit on Main Street in Venice. Anyone know where the Jonathan Borofsky sculpture is? I think it's Venice and Rose there. It's the giant hobo in a ballet hobo. It's that building, right? You know, steps to the beach, 2 bedrooms, 2-bath, 1,245 square feet for just under $1 million. There's no other condo. There's not a lot of condo units down there, and especially this close to the beach and like right on Main Street. It's a beauty. It'll go fast. William Hayworth, as we like to call him, has a property on Vanderbilt in Redondo Beach. That's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,633 square feet for $888,000. Oh, it's a townhouse, Will? Or did he split already?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Can I show a quick video of it? Do we have time? No? Yeah.
Well, let's set it up for next week.
No problem. Sounds good.
Yeah, but you did a video on it. It's a townhouse, 1,600 square feet. See, how close to the beach is it?
It's about 5 minutes away. It's very close.
Excellent. All right, what do you got next? But let's set that up next week for the video, Will. Antron on Flower has a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,645 square feet for $1,149,000. It looks like a beauty, and a lot of square footage. Day has a, this is a commercial unit, 5 units, 2,612 square feet for $805,000 on Florence. Looks like it has 3 commercial units down and 2 apartment units up. It would be my guess. Stefan Case has a beauty on Los Robles. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,456 square feet for $1.32 in Pasadena. That's a nice looking property. All right, is that it for the listings? What do you got next? Go ahead, go through it before we leave. Let's, oh, special presentation. Who's presenting today, Cam? Mary Kay, of course. Hey, Mary, you have more to
Hi,
add?
how are you?
Good.
Good. Hope all is well. We're doing, I think, one step at a time, right? We're getting there. We're trying to get back to normal. It's amazing. Inspections, I just already, I don't know if I realize that more people are in, but we are CAR approved now. We are CAR approved and endorsed company. CAR was not at all part of the inspections because of the state and because the state does not require any qualifications or anything to do inspections. CAR stepped in and wanted to sort of go ahead, and they did a background check on every one of the inspectors, and they also asked for everything that they think it's needed, which is insurance and all that. Yeah. We are on there. And like I said, you can go to a zip form Dropbox and you can choose us if you just see us there. Anything new? Very, very busy. Thank you so much for all your referred property inspections. We really appreciate you. And just know that we are there for you and for your client. We want to protect your client. We want to protect you. And the knowledge that we have, the experience that we have is helping all of us to go on with the transactions. And the buyers are very happy. They're very excited to use us. And they call us very many times, thank us for being part of you guys, being part of a company that has us as preferred vendors, because they're getting this amazing company representing them. We help them with coming down. We help them to, because it's such a fast pace right now when we're there, even though even if they do get out, if they don't have the contingency with the inspections, just know that 99% of them are still doing inspections just to see the condition of the property.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we make sure that, and please, I encourage you to do that, because we're getting a lot of calls about complaints where they're trying to find a way of maybe getting something out of this once they close escrow, because they realize, yeah, we're awesome, it's crazy, we're selling a lot, but the prices have gone up so much, and they, in the middle of all these multiple offer situations and 10 minutes of seeing a property, maybe 30 minutes of viewing it and buying it, they just realize, oh my God, did we miss something? Did the inspector miss something? So they give us a call. The pictures are there. The writing is there. We've taken such great care of that report that just know that you won't get sued or you won't get complaints that, oh, this inspection company missed something, because we're on top of it. We make sure inspectors have enough time to go over the report. And as always, we know how to present a problem. We're not alarmists. We know how to calm your clients down and tell them everything about the property, but in a way that they don't get paranoid, or they don't feel like, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, and so we do commercial and residential inspections. I always forget to tell you guys, units and anything that has walls, we inspect. It doesn't matter if it's commercial or residential. And just also remember, and I know you guys know, that even with commercial inspections, there's nothing required by the state. No insurance, no certification, no experience, no workman's comp, nothing. And please make sure whoever you're hiring besides us, that they have workman's comp. Because some of them think they don't need to, but anything happens to them in the property, the homeowner's insurance does not cover it. The homeowner's insurance is not liable for a service that is at the property. Maybe if I'm at a house and I fall down, I'm visiting, and they will take care of it. But if I'm a service there, they assume that we do have our insurance, because just like the plumbers, electricians, all of the other services, they do have workman's comp. So and so they don't take care of it. They're not liable for an inspector if they fall in a home where they have homeowners insurance. This was the last case scenario that we heard from Priya. So please make sure. Yeah, I love you guys. And Rob, happy birthday. I want to say it in Greek, Chronia Pola, and Shnoravor Daretarz in Armenian. So you have 3 happy birthdays from me.
Thank you.
Quick shout out to Mary Kay. I used her on my last deal and they were really great. And I hadn't used her for a while. And I love that she's always so accessible. You guys, if you haven't used her, give them a try. They're fantastic. And I do have one question, Mary Kay.
Yes.
Do your inspectors inspect the pool as well while they're there? You always really emphasize the walls, but do they do that as well?
We do check the pool. Yes, we do check the motor. We do check for cracks. If we notice that there is something with the motor or it needs to be brought up to a specialist, we'll ask for you guys to bring a specialist. But the pool safety, thank you, by the way, Tracy, I love you. I need to take you to lunch or send you something. Thank you. So
I love your lunch, so that's great.
Yes, you and I can go hang out a little bit. Or when you guys open up, please remember, Joey, I will come with a full-blown lunch and we'll have fun. So with the pool safety requirements though, we're the only home inspectors can inspect that. So for the safety requirements, that law passed in 2018. The only thing the state has passed a law for inspections is the pool safety requirements. We need to tell them if the pool they have the safety requirements. If they don't have it, we tell them, give them a list of the requirements, and we know how to present that too. It's not part of the transaction. It's not part of the lenders don't ask for it. It's just a heads up, just like your disclosure about moving all the contingencies. It's just a heads up that this pool meets the safety requirement. In case anything happens after close of escrow and they go to the homeowners, if they have done an inspection and the inspector did not talk about the pool safety requirements, the homeowner's insurance does not want to be responsible for any liability. So please know that, that's very important. So we do that even if they ask us not to do the pool inspection, but yes, to answer your question, we check everything. If we find a problem, we'll have you bring a specialist. Tracy, I love you. Thank you for what you did right now.
Thank you, Mary.
I appreciate you.
All right. All right. Thanks.
Greek.
Guys. Let's, what do we got next? Cam, we got wants and needs. Charlotte, you have a pocket or a pre-listing property that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, 3031paulcrest.com has all the photos. I'm just finishing up the video today, so it'll be listed either tonight or tomorrow on the MLS. So check it out. Also, on a need, I just had a question. If anyone is familiar with the AB5, I would love to talk to you, just in the idea of potentially not like hiring anybody full-time, but just sort of helping out some stuff. It seems like everyone these days falls under an employee category. I'm a little confused. So does anybody have any experience with that?
Yes.
That doesn't sound good, Joey.
No. It's just, it's a long conversation. So let's talk about it. There's a few people that you could talk to in the office who have, had different manifestations of help and association, right? But it's a nuanced conversation.
Like coffee, fully vaxxed as of Friday?
Oh, I'm fully vaxxed. Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Coffee.
I have a want and need. Can I?
What do you got there, Tim?
A couple of things. I've got a new client and they've had some major water damage to their home and they're going to need to move out for 6 months. So it's a two-part need. One would be a general contractor. They've got their plumbing contractor in place, but they need a general contractor to take care of a huge amount of repair from this water damage. So if anybody's got a general contractor they really like, I'd love to pass that recommendation on. And they're also going to need to live somewhere, hopefully in the Hancock Park area, in a fairly nice furnished property for about 6 months. So if anybody knows of a short-term rental that furnished and really nicely done, I would love to find out about that. If you could let me know, I'd appreciate it.
They do come up, right, Tim? Yeah.
Sorry?
I said they do come up, those nicely furnished short-term.
Okay.
All right, great. Also, I think Alex was asking and Tim responded for 1031 exchange. Phil Atwan is, he's always there to answer questions. He's actually taught a few classes here. He's a good guy. I highly recommend him. Who else? Anybody else have a property that they'd like to share?
Not a property, but I have a really huge favor to ask everyone. Only if you're able to do it, I need somebody to cover this Thursday's Ignite, just because we had a little bit of a last minute change. So if you're able to cover it, if you've taught Ignite before, or if you've ever taught a class here, or maybe you just want to try it for the first time, shoot me an email. I'd love to get you in. And yeah, I'll send you over the course materials. It's on lead generation. It would be this Thursday. Technically, it starts at 11:30, but we could change the time a little bit just to work in your schedule. But I really need someone who could cover. Otherwise, we'll just have to push it back to another day. But I'd love to keep it in schedule. So just let me know, and yeah, hopefully someone is able to do it. Appreciate it.
Which class is it, Cameron?
It's on lead generation. So it's like I obviously have zero real estate experience, so I can't really say. I just know it's on how to like farm leads. That's the best thing I can say about it. But yeah. Alex, it's on, oh, it's tomorrow at 11:30. Yeah. But yeah, it's tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. And like I said, if it doesn't work, we could always like push the time back a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That was my
Anyone else wants and needs? No? All right, guys. Have a good week. And I look forward to hearing about all your successes over next week. Okay? Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Joey.